And I think there's something worthy about chasing what you love, or at least chasing what intrigues you, and not giving up on things before they're perfect.
It's a pretty long flight. Do you want anything from the front of the boat?
I'm all good on creatine and small dick insecurity.
Nothing small about me. What the?
So, Glenn, there was this specific scene where I could swear I saw Sydney genuinely laughing.
Yes.
How do you manage those kinds of scenes where the laughter is just too much?
You're absolutely right. Very few people have picked up on that because they're probably looking at other things in that scene. But yeah, there is a scene in which Sydney is absolutely breaking, and there was no bit of coverage where she wasn't breaking. So they had to use a scene where she's literally just being Sydney laughing at me being naked and embarrassed. No, I think that was a lot of this movie. That was like the joy of making this movie, is there were moments like that where you just have to strap in and just take the ride. You know what I mean? Like a scene like that, you can't try to be cool, and you can't try to, do anything other than just be like, okay, I guess this is what I'm doing today. And Sydney was always such a great partner in that. She always made it really fun.
And it looks genuine and natural, so
Yeah.
I love that they keep that part.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's easy to laugh at me during that scene because
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
not at all. Yeah, so I think you are an amazing actor and really versatile, but I really, really, really love your acting in comedy. Did you always know you wanted to make comedy?
What's funny is I really have grown up watching comedies. That's kind of like my family's love language. I come from a very rowdy, wild, funny family. So I feel like I grew up watching a lot of comedy, so I feel like, you start kind of just chasing what you'd want to see. So I do love being in comedies. I think that's like my sensibility as a writer and, as a producer. I really love making people happy. So
Yeah. And is there any other genre that you would like to explore that you haven't already, like in acting, in the acting?
Yeah. I'm getting to work with a lot of my favorite filmmakers right now. Like it's really cool that life is just shaping up where I'm getting to kind of play in different genres with people I've admired for a really long time. And so, it's all working out. I mean, I think that if you try to forecast your career too far ahead, I think you stop, being present and listening to like the stories that you want to tell now. But I am really excited about what this next year and some change is going to be.
Okay, so you just go with the flow.
Just go with the
let
ride.
it be.
Just go with the flow. Yeah.
That's good. So my last question for you, and this is the most important one.
Okay.
What if Ben had to give any dating advice? What would you think it would be?
If I had to give any dating advice,
Yeah,
Ben.
like Ben.
If Ben had to give any dating advice, that's a great question. I would say that Ben should have, communicate. He should have been a better communicator. You could have avoided all this craziness. But you know what? That's the story. The story is miscommunication, and love is not so simple. And I think the other thing is that chasing a spark, is important. And I think so often, maybe now, in modern dating, I think we move on from a spark. If we feel like it's not the perfect thing or not there. And I think there's something worthy about chasing what you love, or at least chasing what intrigues you, and not giving up on things before they're perfect.
Yeah, or before it even starts.
Before it even starts, and that's another thing. I think just being, it's a weird time where I think our attention span has like kind of diminished a little bit. So I think in love, it's like, I think it's important for everybody to give love space to grow.
That was so beautiful. So thank you so much, Glenn. It was a pleasure talking to you today.
Such a pleasure.
What did we miss?
What did we miss?